G'day everyone, welcome back to Pete's Investing. Today is April 27, 2023. This is the S&P 500 US market update. On the weekly, the daily and the hourly is for trading, placing trading entries. But on the weekly and the daily, we're undecided in terms of going long or short, but the way these indicators are looking, it may well break to the short side. Let's look at each of these. So on the weekly, what we've got down here is an indicator which indicates both the moving averages of the price chart and the moving average of the CCI 150 are aligned. So you can see here in the last few weeks they were all bullish, meaning the moving averages of the CCI 150, that's a moving average 5, and the moving average 50 were in a long positioning, and the moving averages of the price chart, that's the moving average 60 and the moving average 3 and 5 were also long. But since then the price chart moving averages are still in a long positioning, although the CCI has broken to the downside. So that's the way we look at the weekly and also the daily trend. So we only take the position of a long or short position on the weekly and daily trend. On the daily, you can see here we're also undecided, and that's because of this. They've broken, the smaller moving averages are broken to the downside, although we're still above the main moving average of both CCI and price chart. So as soon as they break below that major moving average, the moving average 50 of the CCI and the moving average 60 of the price chart, then it looks like it will be a short positioning environment. Now, as well as that, I've got these support and resistance lines on the price chart showing 38.31 support and resistance at 41.93. Plus, if I zoom out, you can see this descending diagonal trend line. It did break above that initially towards the resistance, but now it's actually come and rested on that quite nicely in the last few hours. So again, if it breaks to the downside of that descending trend line, we're going to see most likely the smaller moving averages break below the larger moving average of both the CCI and the price chart, in which case it'll give us a bearish signal. But until then, we don't take any trades. So once that signal is given to us, then we look at the hourly or any smaller timeline. And I've got those indicators there on the trend lines showing as well. So the way we would trade that in terms of a shorting positioning, we use the fractals, and you can see here, let's assuming we're given a short positioning back here, you would take a short trade when the candle breaks below the fractal, such as in that period there, take a small monetary or percentage gain, another entry there, take a small monetary percentage gain, another entry there, and so on. So I like taking small percentage or monetary gains rather than one big long gain or trade. So that's just how you will trade the smaller time frames. But again, you want to make sure both the weekly and the daily are aligned like they were. So you can look at that back here, for example. That period there was in the same alignment as the weekly, as very similar in the same range as the weekly. That's where you would have taken some long trades. So let's just wait another probably day or two. If this breaks below this descending trend line, we're going to be in a shorting environment. So to understand how to properly trade using the average down approach, reference the links in the description below. Subscribe and support us more on Patreon. Thanks for watching, and see you in a future video.